Welcome everyone. Today I am going to show you how to get started with Java. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to compile and run a code using Java in a command prompt in Windows. So what is compiling? Actually the coding language you write in is basically very easy to read and code and understand for you, but it is not actually executable at the machine level. Your machine or system uh, understand very basic code like binary stuffs. So to downgrade the level of code to that level is known as compiling. So let's not get very deep into it. Let's just remember that downgrading your code into machine level code is known as compiling. Now let's start. So what is step one? First of all, we need to download the Java JDK file. So if you visit this website of Oracle, where you will find all the variations of the Java development kit. So according to your OS, you can download whichever JDK suits you, Windows, Linux, or Mac, whichever system you're running. Based on that, you can download it and install it. So since I downloaded it previously, so I'll jump on to the next step. So the next step is setting the variable, environment variable. So after installation, you have to go to the installation directory. So for you guys, the system drive might be the local disk C. For me, it's local disk E. So let's get into that. Now get into program files. If it's a 64-bit file you have downloaded and installed, then go to the program files, or else if it's a 32 version, go to the program files x86. So, and if you mention say 32-bit system from the very beginning only, then you have no other choice. You will directly go into program files. Now let's get into Java, and you might find various GRE folders also, but you have to get into JDK folder. Ignore the GRE folders. Get into the JDK folder directly. Now you will find a folder bin. Get into that and then copy it. So that's one part. Now let's forget it. Now go to my computer if you are running on Windows 7 or earlier. Otherwise, go on to this PC for Windows 10. Then right click system properties. In that, go to advanced system settings. Now here you will set the environment variables. See, there are user variables. These variables are specific for a user, and there are system variables. If you do change the system variables, it will be accessible to all of the users. But I suggest you do the change in both of them. So find the variable path. Now add the path you have copied. Now go into edit. You will see a path already defined there. I added it, then also I'm showing you. Now click on that, edit. Suppose this was the path previously mentioned in your device. Add a semicolon, then paste the path you have copied. That's about it. Then save it. Okay. Okay. Remember here I did a change in the user variable. You have to do it in the system variable also. The system variable change is mandatory in the path variable. Now we are about done. Now let's move into the next step. Oh, let me tell you, why did you change the path variable? We didn't change it. Actually, we have given our system another path. If it fails to find the commands we need in the system directory, it can go into the JDK directory to search for the commands. We use some commands like Java, Java, and those are not inbuilt Windows commands. So we are telling the system that if you don't find these commands in your system, you can find in the JDK folder, and you can use the commands from there. The executable files are there, or else you will get an error, no internal external command prompt. Okay, so the next step is you got to open the command prompt. Just type cmd and search. Do a search, whatever version of Windows you are running, doesn't matter. Just search and type Java space dash version. So you will get the version you have installed, and to see the compiler version, type Java space dash version. So if you find no error till this step, then you are good to go. Now we are going to the next step. So in the next step, we'll write a simple Java program in a notepad. So let's use this notepad. So it might be a little unfamiliar on your part, but let's not get into details of the code. For the very first code, let's try printing hello world. Well, that's the convention. Follow it. We'll discuss on the define syntax and how to define a class and how to define a Java, how to define a method, all these stuff in the later videos. But let's now say that this is the way we're going to print it. See, this is the class containing the method main, which is calling our method. The method calling to print hello world. My bad. Sorry for the typo. A little bit of note here. We end every line in Java with a semicolon indicating that it's the end of the line. And with this parenthesis, we show the scope of a block. So one block starts here and one block starts here. So opening parenthesis means a block starts and the closing parenthesis means a block ends. So that's about it. Now we're going to save the file in some location. So don't click save, click save as. Now I suggest you better you go to a drive, create a new folder. That would be good. Let's say tutorial. Now what do you name this file? Remember, the class which contains the main method is the main class, and you here in this code you can see that we have named our main class hello world. So you should note that we have to save this file with the same name as you have mentioned the main class. So it's going to be hello world, and it is case sensitive. So if you have used in uppercase, use the uppercase, and if you have used in lowercase, use that. And here say this type all files. Sorry, did I forget to mention? Sorry. My bad. We need to add .java extension, or else it will be a plain text file and it will be no use to us. Then and just now move to our next. Now we are going to move to the directory we have saved the file. So we have saved the file in the directory in the folder tutorial. Okay, we have moved into the folder. Now we are going to compile the Java file that we have just created. So the command to compile the file is java. The name of the file hello world dot java. So it is compiled. If there was any error in the coding, then it would have appeared in the command prompt itself. But since it is coded fine, there is no error. Now one thing I'll show you here. Once you have done done compiling, see, this is an intermediate file that after compilation this has been created, and this is executable in your system. And now we are going to execute this file. So how are you going to do that? With the next command, java hello world. No need to mention the extension here because this is in class extension. See, so it executed perfectly. That's about it. So this is the way you can run a Java file in a command prompt. So in my next video, I hope to describe you what an IDE is. So we don't need to go into all this mess and change the variables and stuffs and all. Uh, Understand all the commands and all, change directories. We can directly type the command, click a button, and it will get executed. So that's about it.